Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. I just want to get it documented right now, watching the $9 mark here on APVO. When I say live, if you're new to these videos, I mean that this is not a situation where everything has already been recorded and now I'm coming back and talking about it or doing a voiceover. No, you are seeing my raw reactions, my raw thoughts, my raw thought process as I see the data for the very first time. So if you're looking for a well-scripted, well-edited video, this will not be for you. But if you're looking for a nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader, how day trading works, then this will definitely be a video for you. So like I said, right now, watching right around that $9 mark. Going to get in there at $8.91. I think this thing has a desire to get back over 9. I'm liking this setup here. So let's see if we can get up over 9. Yes, it can. Can we get follow through? No, we cannot. Well, that was very disappointing. I'm not going to give up on it quite yet. But wow. Got the break, but then didn't get any follow through at all. If this goes down below 8, I'm going to have to get out. So, wow. Well, starting down $250 on the day. What a disappointing. I mean, I was right in the sense of it wanted to break 9. I got it very wrong in the sense of that I wanted to get any sort of continuation through that level. Look at that pullback. And just down it continues to go. Well, I'm glad I got it where I did then, because this thing could have been a whole lot worse. But all right, well, that did not work out. And looking like I will be, and I should note this is still pre-market, so the market technically, look at that thing. Look at it go. Wow, what a ridiculous move. It happens, and it just happened to me right there. Yeah, in hindsight, Clay, why don't you just get out at like 9.05 for the quick scalp? Yeah, you're right. In hindsight, I should have taken the quick scalp, but hey, that's all hindsight for you. But all right, well, starting down the day, 256. Market officially opens up in about 15 minutes, so I will keep you updated. I am liking 825 here for a potential little turnaround. I mean, it is still in a very bullish context. Although I will say this time I would be more in a scalping type mindset. But like I said, I do still like the general context of things. That was just a nasty fake breakout, but we'll see if it wants to make a move. But like I said, I would definitely be more so in the scalping mindset here. Wouldn't mind seeing it drop back below $8 first, though. And then coming back up. So let's see if this thing can drop back below $8 first. So yeah, that's what I want to see. I'm not gonna take it unless it can first get back below the $8 mark. And if it can get back below $8 and then come up to the 825-ish range, I would be interested at that point. But yeah, step one for me personally, that's gonna make me like the setup the most. Want to see this thing drop below $8 and then recover back up. Yeah, right now the low 8s are being pretty stubborn here. Well, I will go ahead and pause, and if it looks like it's going to actually break down through 8, like it might right now, that bid is looking very weak. Oh, I'm backing up, that goes. All right, well, I will go ahead and pause. Okay, we are in business. We are down below 8. So let's see. Let's see if this thing can make a recovery back up to the 825-ish area. That was a quick jolt, though. Market opens up officially in about 10 minutes, but I will go ahead and pause. Market opens up here in 2 minutes now. We'll be watching BABA out of the opening gates. Big gap down, a pretty bearish environment, but got to be careful. BABA, or not Boeing, Does have a lot of Kool-Aid that surrounds it. So yeah, it's a bearish environment, but you can also see kind of the normal investor, if you will, saying, oh, wow, it's on sale, I'm going to buy. So you got to be careful out of the opening gates. In fact, really, I'm considering maybe trying to go long on it with that, kind of general philosophy that it's a very well-known stock and people are going to be seeing it gapping way down. So I could see some sort of early potential bounce on it. So I'll be watching that closely. Still not sure if I'm convinced I would want to take that sort of trade. If I did, it would certainly be a very, very quick scalp trade. But just got to wait and see how things play out during that first part of the day, which should be any minute now. So I'll keep you updated. And the market is open. So like I said, let's see what Baba wants to do here out of the opening gates. This right here is a 1 minute time frame. So quite literally the market just opened up. Or is this thing just going to plunge out of the opening gates? Let's see, what is that? 285 looks very interesting for a short. And I am short at 285.02. I'm thinking this thing wants to get down through it. Try to put out 200 shares at 284. Oh, but now it snapped back in my face. Let's see if it wants to give it another go to the downside. There we go. Can it get to 284 this time is the question. Or is it going to do what I thought it might do and bounce now? See if it wants to make its way back down. I really like the chances if it can get back below 285 for it to go to 284 this time. Because that was just a big failed bounce right there. So let's see if this time it can finally get down to 284. No, it refuses. There we go. Okay. So took out another 200 there at 2. Let's see. Let's just take those out. So I have 50 shares left now. Going to let these work for me. Stop will be if this thing goes back up over 285, or 285, excuse me. 50. I mean, it matters, but it doesn't matter because all I have is 50 shares left. But I'd like to see if this thing wants to get a little bit more pressure to the downside here. So took out another 25 shares there. And yeah, there's stop will be up over 285.50. So I'll use a mental stop for that. So I could still potentially lose money on these last 25 shares. But I mean, it's 25 shares. So if I do lose money, it's not like it's going to be a massive amount of money. But at least keeps me involved. And if this thing wants to somehow plunge to the downside some more, then I'll be happy with that. All right, all out there. So $621 on that trade, which wipes away my loss, plus puts me up $365, and it's 9:33. So, I mean, now granted, I was trading for more than 3 minutes. My first trades are up here. So let's just call it an hour. It wasn't an hour. Really, it was 30 minutes. But let's just call it an hour. $365 in 1 hour. I'm not a greedy savage. In fact, I need to get this alerted here. That's an interesting spot. 284.50. Baba 284.50 flush point. Yep. All right, there we go. In fact, I'm willing to take that trade, 284.50. So if I'm wrong, $150, still be up $200. Yeah, 284.50. I'm just figuring out my risk on it. All right, 284.50. 286.50. That's 200. 200 minus as one. Yeah. But as of right now, it's looking like this thing's going to bounce anyways. All right, well, I will go ahead and pause. I might just call it good. Like I said, I'm not a greedy savage. I'm more than happy if I'm walking away with $365 in 30 minutes is actually accurate. An hour is way too dramatic because, I mean, that first trade you saw me take was at 9:13, and now it's 9:33. So, I mean, literally less than 30 minutes, but 30 minutes makes it a little bit easier to talk about. But there we go. That's why, you know what? You got to manage risk. In fact, I'm curious. What is APVO actually doing here right now? Well, that's actually pretty interesting. What is that, $8 mark? I'm going to get that alert at APVO. $8 upside breakpoint, 1 minute. And then that fast, it's falling back downwards. Interesting thing about this one is it does have shares to short, and the green E means it's basically easy to find shares to short. So usually don't find that on this sort of price range. Am I recording? Please tell me I'm recording. Okay, I am recording. But the moral of the story and the learning lesson here that I hope you're getting is that just manage risk. Just cut the loss. APVO, that was super annoying. Super annoying. I was right. I think this thing wants to get up over 9. I got in even a little bit before 9. It broke 9. And then you saw what happened from there. Just turned around and just plunged on me, and it was not pleasant. I mean, nobody likes to lose money, but you know what? Losing money is part of things. PayPal here. What is that? 178. I'm going to get that alerted real quick like I said, these are live, so I realize I just stopped in the middle of my thoughts, but that's because I'm trying to also make alerts in the community. Yeah, what is that? 178. 178. Back test. Short. Entry point. 1 minute. There we go. What's going on with JD getting... Oh, yeah. Yikes. So there we go. But yeah, like I said, just manage risk. It's not fun to take losses, but as you saw here, super annoying, but then saw a setup that I liked and that was looking a little sketchy for a while. Did I miss that? I did miss it. Whoops, that's all right. Oh well. As you see here, I did make that alert about the 284.50 right there, flush point. So yeah, any members that took that, congratulations. That was another nice little trade there as it rolled back over. But as you saw, kind of sidetracked myself with going out there to find other potential alerts. But oh well, I don't know if I would have taken it for sure anyway. So I'm not going to sit here and make it sound like, oh man, I could be up $1,000 on the day. I would have. I might have taken it. I mean, it was documented. I alerted it before it happened, but I'm also not going to sit here and say that I would guaranteed have taken it and thrown my entire account into it. And then I'd be going Rolex and Lambo shopping right now. No, I won't quite go that far. But yeah, there's a little example there of how the chat room works out. But you know what? I'm going to wrap things up. So I'm going to move on with my day. As I've said in the past, I am in this for the freedom of time. If you're in this for the Lamborghinis and the Rolex watches, hey, that's cool. Go for it. I hope you get it. For me, I want the freedom of time. I want the freedom to be able to do what I want. And like I said, especially given the fact that when you consider that I started off in the day down right around $260, and now I'm walking away with $365, I will take that, especially when all that happened in less than 30 minutes. So I am not sure many other places in the world where you can actually make mistakes. I didn't make a mistake. I take that back. I behaved in the way that I should have behaved. I managed risk, but it wasn't a rough, right? Not many places out there where you can start rough and then all of a sudden still walk away with $365 in basically 30 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. Thank you for hanging out. If you do enjoy these videos, then a very quick request on my part and a very quick way to communicate to me that, hey, Clay, yeah, I do like these live trade videos. Please keep making them. Just hit that like button. Simple as that. Hit the like button. That goes a long way in communicating to me that you enjoy these videos. Also, better yet, if you could just leave a little comment below, even if it's just a, hey, thanks, Clay. Little comments like that is going to ensure that I keep making these live trade videos because, like I said, I know my time is being well spent in doing this. But, I mean, if you have any questions or suggestions or anything like that, please leave those on in the comment section. I do read and reply to all comments if you've watched any of my past videos. And then finally, as far as the channel as a whole is concerned, give it a look all around. And hopefully you like what you see enough to hit that subscribe button, as I would love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. But yeah, get out there, manage that risk. Realize that sometimes annoying things happen, but it is what it is. But as long as you're managing risk, that is what matters most. Everybody take care. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.